What was the biggest plot twist of your life? I was studying for finals in my dorm room when my phone lit up with my mom's number. She was crying so hard I could barely understand her. Between the sobs, I caught fragments. Your father. The doctor said, "You need to come home right now." My stomach dropped. Dad had been battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer for 18 months. The chemo wasn't working anymore. Last week, he could barely keep food down. We all knew this call would come eventually. "Mom, slow down. What happened? Is he? Just come home, please. The doctors want to talk to the family." The line went dead. I threw my textbooks aside and grabbed my keys. 4-hour drive ahead, and every minute felt like torture. I kept calling back, but she wouldn't answer. That made it worse. In my mind, I was already planning a funeral. The highway blurred past as I replayed every conversation we'd had recently. How I'd been too busy with finals to visit. How I'd cut our last phone call short because I had a study group. What kind of son prioritizes organic chemistry over his dying father? I called my sister Emma. She was already on her way from Chicago, crying just as hard as Mom. "I can't believe this is happening," she kept saying. "Not Dad. Not now." By the time I pulled into the hospital parking lot, I was mentally preparing for the worst goodbye of my life. The ICU waiting room was exactly what you'd expect. Fluorescent lights, uncomfortable chairs, and that antiseptic smell that makes everything feel more serious. Mom was there with tissues scattered around her like confetti. Her eyes were puffy and red from crying. She'd clearly been there for hours. "Where's Emma?" I asked, hugging her. "She's with him now. Room 314. The doctor said we can all see him." My heart was pounding as we walked down that long corridor. I kept thinking about all the things I never said to him, how proud I was, how much I'd learned from watching him fight this disease with such grace. Room 314. The door was cracked open. I could hear voices inside. Emma talking softly, and then Dad's voice, clear and strong. Wait, that didn't sound right. I pushed the door open, expecting to see him hooked up to machines, maybe on his last breath. Instead, Dad was sitting up in bed, completely alert, laughing at something Emma had said. His color looked better than it had in months. "There's my college boy," he said, grinning ear to ear. I just stood there, confused. "Dad? I thought Mom said the doctors." Emma was beaming.